are more intelligent than you actually think. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are more intelligent than you actually think. Listen, y'all, when it comes to the mind, it all depends on who's operating it, right? And see, as a chosen one, we tend to operate at a high level, which means we're going to do research, we going to make sure that we fact check, and we going to make sure that we are 100% sure on whatever it is that we're talking about out this here mouth. See, I want you to understand something. Everybody in the world is not operating the way that we are. Some people are just talking. Some people are just babbling. And some people are just navigating with no GPS. You are the opposite. Now, understand this right here, family. If you happen to feel like you don't have the right amount of certifications, you don't have the education, you don't have the credentials, I need you to understand something. Everything I'm about to tell you in this video is about to wipe all that out. I don't care what your mama said. I don't care what your boss said. I don't care what your best friend said. I don't care what your professor, your mentor, whoever it is, I don't care what they say. If you got these basic things right here, you are intelligent. And here's the thing, y'all. Book smarts are always great. I got them as well, right? However, it's great to have street smarts and street knowledge as well, because school can't teach you body language. School can't teach you when something is about to go down. School can't teach you when something ain't right. You're going to have some common sense and some street knowledge. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? And so if any of these boxes check off for you, give yourself a pat on the back and understand that you are actually more intelligent than you actually are. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Somebody drop in the comments and say intelligence is everything. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say intelligence is everything. Now, family, as y'all can see, much later post in the day. I know somebody like, man, Reno, you need to get these videos to me at 4, 5 o'clock, man. All right. Well, listen, y'all, just like y'all, I got regular stuff to do. Grocery shop, wash clothes, clean up, listen to a sermon, and so on and so on and so on. But here we are, y'all. I still showed up to work, and so we're going to go ahead and get directly into it. But anyway, family, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. And yes, family, we are right here in front of the legendary Gray Couch. Anytime I'm in front of the legendary Gray Couch, something legendary going to be said, y'all, and that's just how they go. But let's get right into it, family. Number one is going to be this right here, y'all. Acting dumb comes easy to you. Yup. You thought it was going to be tricky. No. Acting dumb comes easy to you. See, family, a person who understands that to fool a fool is to allow the fool to think that they're fooling you is intelligent. A person who understands acting like you know less to gain more is not manipulation, but intelligence. Let me explain why. See, when you walk into the door acting like you know everything, they going to put you in the hot spot. They going to put you in a position that maybe you're not even ready for. They going to put you in a position to write a check that you probably won't be able to cash, right? And so the point is when you are able to slow down on what you're saying, when you are able to slow down on what you're spitting out. I don't care if you're the smartest person in the room. Never go into any room thinking that you are the smartest, because you may be the smartest, but somebody else may be in a higher position or in a superior position who can make your life a living hell, right? And of course, y'all, we all believe in the Most High. But what I'm saying is some things you don't have to go through, and some things you don't have to put yourself in. And so, sticking to the point, y'all, if you are able to act dumb, if you are able to act like you know less, if you are able to not outshine your master like the 48 laws of power speak about, then you're going to be in a great position, in more better positions than other people who act like they know it all. Think about the person who you went to school with. Every time they act like they know it all, don't the teacher put them on the spot? Don't the teacher always question them? Don't the teacher always challenge them? Why put yourself in position to be challenged so you can humiliate yourself, because now you have a higher expectation on yourself because you made yourself a target. Acting dumb comes easy to you. You understand that I should not be acting like I know everything, because I don't. I should not draw this attention to myself because I don't need all eyes on me. All eyes are not coming with genuine intention, right? Now, this right here may be a bad analogy, not because the analogy is bad, but because the people who are in the analogy is terrible, right? But think about a person who cheats. Yeah, I know. Think about a person who cheats. The person who cheats, you think they act like they know it all? No. They draw back. They pull back because they have to be intelligent about how they move. They're trying to get away with murder, for Pete's sakes. Reno, what are you saying right now? The person who's cheating, guess what they act like? I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. You don't get nothing. All right? Just like Burning Man from Players Club. But besides the point, they're going to act like they don't know nothing. They ain't seen nothing. Therefore, you don't get nothing, right? You ever seen the people who go to jail, or the people who get caught, or the people who get other people in trouble? They did too much of this, all right? And so, sticking to the point, y'all, if you understand how to act dumb, and if that comes easy to you, you are a natural, intelligent person, all right? Does that make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2, it's going to be this right here, y'all. Being quiet is no issue. Being quiet is no issue, right? So very similar to number 1, y'all, but let's differentiate the two. See, when you are being quiet, you're not acting dumb. You're not acting smart. But the fact that you're not saying anything is smart. You follow what I'm saying? You don't want to say too much because now you allow people to draw to a conclusion. You allow people to figure you out, figure your motives out, right? And it's not to say you have bad motives, but it is to say that everybody don't deserve to know your next move. Everybody don't deserve to get your emotional resources. Everybody don't deserve to be within your circle. Everybody don't deserve to be in your mind. But when you are talking about what's going on in your relationship, when you're talking about what's going on in your marriage, when you're talking about what's going on at the job, or at the job, you're talking about all the things that are personal, you put yourself in position to be set up, right? Being quiet is no issue. You know, y'all, some people literally cannot be quiet, right? I don't know if it's, or it could be because of an insecurity. They feel like they owe people. You know, it can be because they are trying to make friends, so they just sacrifice their business, sacrifice their lives, or even because they don't value their information about themselves. They don't value their family. They don't value the things that are close and near and dear to their hearts. They don't value it. So what happens, Reno? They blabber it out and they talk about it to everybody, and now everybody know about their business. And then they get mad when somebody start gossiping about them. You put them on game about you, and they went and ran and told your enemies. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. You know who are masters at this? America. Yeah, America. America are individuals, a big gang, as Tupac said, who do a lot of underhanded things in front of their people. They do a lot of sneaky and conniving things in front of their people. They piss in your cup, hand it to you, and expect for you to be like, that's some good piss right there. That's good. And in actuality, they know they messed you over. Messed us over, because I live in America too. But the point is, y'all, is they are being quiet, and there's no issue. Well, Reno, they got the news. Everything on the news is monitored. Everything on the news is what they want to tell you. So when they want you to be afraid, they're going to tell you some information that's going to make you afraid. When they want you to buy up everything inside the store, they're going to tell you some information to make you want to buy up everything inside the store. In other words, the news is manipulated. He who has control over the media controls the minds. And Malcolm X knew this early on. What are you saying right now, Reno? Those who understand how to be quiet, and if it's no issue to them, they are naturally intelligent. They are naturally intelligent. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I'm naturally intelligent. Number 3 is going to be this right here, family. You are a great observer. You are a great observer. But that sound basic. It sounds just cliche. Well, here's the thing, y'all. Common sense is not so common. Everybody don't have it. Everybody don't possess it. When I say you are a great observer, you understand how to read the room. Yeah, somebody drop that down below in the comments. Read the room. You understand how to read the room. You understand how to read energies. You understand how to read a book. You understand how to pay attention to when things are not right. Everybody don't possess that. You got some people who are so smart. I'm talking about intelligent, right? They can tell you about what happened 1,000 years ago. They can tell you about what type of foods they were serving people in prison in 1600s. I mean, that's some good information, especially if you're going to go to Jeopardy, right? Yeah, if you're going to go to Jeopardy, that's going to be some good information to know, because you never know what they're going to ask you when you ask for number 1 for 500, right? However, y'all, in the real world, we don't need that information. You need to learn how to master self-preservation. You need to learn how to make some money. You need to understand financial literacy. You need to understand some things outside. You need to understand credit, which goes into financial literacy. But you need to understand some things that help you out with survival. All right? What are you saying right now? When you are a great observer, you understand how to become survival of the fittest, right? You understand how to stand out. You understand what self-preservation is. You understand how to maneuver around people, whether these are gangsters or corporate people that's in America. But you can only do that when you are a great observer. You know who was a great observer? Christopher Columbus. Yeah, y'all know I don't really rock with Christopher Columbus like that. This is not a black or white thing. This is not a European, African American thing or African thing. This is simply what it was, or even native thing. This is Christopher Columbus paying attention to something that was very profitable and something that would give America power. He took it back to them and said, look, we gonna take the land from these people, right? And when we take the land from these people, we can sell it back, or we can just keep it and it'll make us more powerful, and we can put our productions on here, our manufacturings on here, our inventions on here, whatever the case is. But we are going to take something that was not ours and become profitable off of it. So you know what? I just discovered the Americas. But how can you discover something that was already there or found it? It was because he observed what was going on. He observed that they didn't have the same weapons that America had. He observed that they were actually kind-hearted and good-hearted people, which means they would be able to be taken advantage of quicker than somebody else who had the same mentality as the Americans. He observed what was going on the lands. He observed it. He took it back to the Americas, and now the Americas don't belong to the Native Americans anymore, right? But they took it and became profitable off of it. Make sense of what I'm saying? So that goes back to understanding how to be a observer. And again, this is not kudos to Christopher Columbus. I'm just saying he was a great observer, right? And here's the thing, y'all. Most wicked people are either talented, gifted, great managers of money, great managers of resources. I mean, it's documented, even in the Bible. Pharaoh, King Nebuchadnezzar, they always was humbled by the Most High, but these were the individuals who were in charge of the wealth and the treasures. That's why it says in the scriptures that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. These are facts, y'all. Number 4. People come to you for advice. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. People come to you for advice. I know you be thinking to yourself, man, not little me, Reno. I ain't got no information like that, man. I don't really got no wisdom that's worth sharing. All right. You don't feel like you're that cool to listen to. You don't feel like you're that dude or that girl or that lady, that woman to listen to. You don't feel like you him or her to listen to. But but I come to deliver a message to you. You are him, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I am him. And of course, if you are a woman, say, I am her, right? But the point is that if you got family coming to you for advice, you may want to reconsider who you are. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Why have they chosen me? No, this is not for you to big up on people and say, yeah, Reno told me you coming to me for advice, so yeah, I'm intelligent. It's not even about that, y'all. We're going to always live our lives in humility and being humble and being noble, but understand who you are. Therefore, you can be a better servant to other people. You follow what I'm saying? And so, families, friends will come to you, talking to you about their relationship. Don't always take it as if a person is being negative, right? I always tell people this. Give what you are able or what you can afford to give. It's almost like gambling. Gamble what you can afford to lose. And so that's the same thing with my motto in life. I only give what I can afford to give. My energy, my time, even resources, money, finances, whatever. I'm going to give you what I can afford to give you. And when it becomes too much, I'm going to unplug. Not because I hate you or not because you're so negative, but because I got to recharge. I'm just like a battery, baby. I have to recharge. And if you don't grant me that space, if you don't grant me that opportunity, then I won't be able to be a great service to you, right? So it's best to allow me to be a great service to you by allowing me to recharge. Follow what I'm saying? I'll be much better for you so I can be better for myself. But sticking to the point, y'all, family, friends, even strangers. Yeah, you like, man, why is it in my Uber ride, Reno, they just keep wanting to talk to me, whether you are the driver or the rider, right? Why is it when I go to the grocery store, people just want to talk to me about their problems? You know, it's because of your intelligence. It's the energy that you exude. It's a energy that glows through you. It's the energy that illuminates through you. It's on you. All right? It's on you. You got to understand that. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. It's easy to simplify things. It is easy to simplify things. Listen, y'all, these are your politicians, your lawyers, some social media influencers, actually a lot of your social media influencers, podcasters, rappers, people who have to be crafty within their words, right? People who have to be crafty within their words, these are the individuals. They use word salads, buzzwords, big vocabularies. Now, everybody who moves like this don't have terrible intentions. Let me say that once again, y'all. Everybody who moves like this don't have terrible intentions, all right? However, y'all, you got to be mindful that, and I'm going to just throw a percentage of what I think. This is not something that was statistically proven, but I'm going to give a educated guess, a hypothesis, and say about 70 to 85% of people in this world is moving like that, right? 70 to about 85% of people in this world is moving like that. Moving like what, Reno? They are manipulating you with their words to get something from you. I don't care if it's commercials that you see. I don't care if it's the television shows that you watch, movies that you watch. We have propaganda for a reason. All right, y'all pick up what I'm putting down. So everybody who lives, I'm not going to say everybody, majority of people who lives in this capitalist society is utilizing their words to manipulate you as well as me, right? And so if they are manipulating you, of course, this is a wicked individual. These are wicked groups. These are wicked things, of course. It's supposed to be designed to inspire, right? Inspire, not to manipulate. Because when you manipulate, what do you get, Reno? You get money out of people. What do you get, Reno? You get their time as an investment. What do you get, Reno? You get their energy. A lot of times people are wasting your time, knowing doggone well they was not trying to help you from the beginning. But they definitely needed you to help them. So the point is, y'all, is that, yes, you can simplify these things. You know when a person is coming with that pimp talk. You know when a person is coming to drain and take and use, kill, steal, and destroy. You know it. And so you can be the medium for many people and say, nah, this is what they really saying. Some people will make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich sound good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that grape strawberry jam and make sure we place it on there vertically and make sure we have it laid out and spread it. You know, we're gonna put it together and then we're gonna put that thing in our mouth and eat it so delicately. Man, you talking about eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich, bro? You're able to simplify it, right? And so if you don't pay attention to their words, you will get lost in the sauce. All right? You can't get lost in the sauce, family. But with that being said, y'all, if you have all of these, I don't care about your certifications. I don't care if you don't have a certification. I don't care about your education. I don't care if you don't have education. I don't care about your trades. I don't care about none of that. All right? Once again, I have a degree. It ain't about the degree. And again, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying if you have these natural things right here, this makes you intelligent. Understand that. And people will not tell you or let you know. All right. But that's why you got your big bro right here. And I'm going to always let you know of who you are. One of the greatest kings, queens, beautiful people, handsome individuals, those who are gifted, loving, caring, dedicated, motivated, and most definitely appreciated by your boy Reno. But once again, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get into this recap and then we'll get up out of here. Number 1, acting dumb comes easy to you. Number 2, being quiet is no issue. Number 3, you're a great observer. Number 4, people come to you for advice. And number 5, it's easy to simplify things. Family, y'all already know how we do. Number 1, I want to say thank y'all so much for running up lean. I'm telling y'all, we are almost at 20K views on YouTube. I did not expect that, right? Like I knew it, but I did not expect it. You know, I didn't want to get let down. I appreciate the support that y'all gave me, and y'all really superseded it, all right? So I just want to say thank y'all for lean, doing what it's doing, man. I'm really appreciative of that. Y'all make sure y'all go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, join the membership, go meet your tribe. Y'all be sure to get you a Yes Sir hoodie, as well as book a one-on-one session with your boy if you need to talk to me personally. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.